This is a 6-star, the first 6-star of the year, the only 6-star of the year so far. I don't know if I ever given a 6-star, but it is worth it. It was one of my favorite books. Actually, my favorite book of the month, actually. I can't believe June is already done and over with, so it's time to do my June wrap up. If you haven't seen my June TBR, make sure you check out that video because I have tons of recommendations as far as Black stories by Black authors and across many different genres. So please check that out. For this month, I read only 4 books, and a lot of them were arcs. So I'm really excited to dig into this. The first one, it should come as no surprise. It was one of my favorite books. Actually, my favorite book of the month, actually. And it was Womb City. I don't know if I can, it's already in his home up here. But Womb City, this is a 5 out of 5 out of 5, 5,000 star for me. I really enjoyed it. It was like I got everything I wanted out of a book. Like I got a little bit of romance, I got the fantasy elements, I got the dystopian elements, the Afrofuturistic, I got murderous ghost. It was just such a good adventure. Honestly, I rated 5 stars and I had to go get it. So once I read you on the Kindle, if I really enjoyed it, if it was like a unique story or something that really touched me, it's coming out the Kindle and onto my bookshelf. And that was definitely one of them. And that was the first book I read for June. That one was also on my TBR. I am so glad that I just went to Barnes & Noble one day randomly, saw that book over and over again, and it was like it was calling for me, and it was like the best decision ever. So I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of talk about motherhood, and you kind of follow this one person and in this world, and you know, why are women more likely to be microchipped, and what does that surveillance look like, and her issues with infertility and how that kind of played a part. And you know, I did see some other reviews. I was like, this is kind of like not what you fully expected with how the story started out, but I liked it. I don't know if it's really a twist, but something happens shortly after the beginning of the story, and I just love the turn it took, questioning government, the ties to the spiritual land. It was a really good story. I highly recommend that. Now, the next 3 books that I'm going to mention, they were all arcs. So I either got them directly from the author or I got them through NetGalley. This was my first month trying NetGalley, and I've had a really good experience on it. So the next one that I read was The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. I never read a book by Lucy Foley. What did I even rate this? I think I rated this a 2-star. I rated it a 2-star. Now, let me just say this. I am very much in like a thriller, captivating, hook me from the first line and don't let go till the end type of mood. And I feel like you would still like this book, even though I only rated it a 2-star. I think you would like this book if you really like mysteries, and I liked how the character stories, they all had a connection to each other one way or another 15 years later. So it's really stemming from a story, a situation, a bad thing that happened 15 years prior when these people were teenagers, and now it's just kind of weird how it's weird, but it's not, but they're all kind of connected again 15 years later, and crazy things be happening. So it was good, but I did not find it thrilling. It was a good mystery, but it was not a thriller by any means. So if you like mysteries, I don't know if you would consider this a cozy mystery though, because I've never read a cozy mystery, but it doesn't seem like it has the elements of a cozy mystery. But if you like mysteries, you might still really enjoy this book for sure. It just wasn't captivating for me and grabbed my attention. Now, the next one is One of Our Kind. I rated this a 4.5, and this was a really good book. Like, I'm actually quite surprised about the mixed reviews I saw on Goodreads. Like, I get what they're saying. I can see their point of view on things, but it didn't make me not like the book, I guess. So really, you're following Jasmine and King, and it's all about, like, you know, the Black experience and moving to a place in California, Liberty, California, and is this our chance at a Black utopia where we could just be people and not have to worry with these extra layers that Black people have to worry about? And is it really a safe place? Is it really a utopia, or is this a dystopia? And I liked it. You know, I think it was very reflective and thought-provoking for me. Yes, you know, the main character is one way, but I kind of feel like that was the purpose. But I have reading vlogs as well on all the books that are in this video. So if you want to see a little bit more in detail, again, most of them should be like spoiler free. Check out those videos. I'll have them linked somewhere, or they'll be in the playlist for sure. But I really liked it. I had to go buy it. This also came out of the Kindle as well, and I put it as a 4.5. And so I got those two books through NetGalley, and that was a really cool, interesting experience. If you want to know how to get ARCs or how I've done them so far, let me know down below. But the last book of this month is The Narrows, which is a murder mystery romance. I got this ARC directly from the author through Instagram, and it was a good book. I think I rated this a 3.5 if I'm not mistaken. It was good. I liked the balance between the murder mystery and the romance, especially because I'm not in a romance mood. I'm still not in a romance mood. I'm just not digging it. But it's really good. It's kind of about like two co-workers who for some reason don't like each other, which I wish I kind of dug more into that, but they are assigned a project. They have to work together on this project, and this involves them going, you know, pretty much like by the lake out in the country sort of situation that he's familiar with, she's not familiar with, and then things happen and they end up having to share a tent. And I liked it because there was like a twist, or there's an event that happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. I did not expect it, but it added the right amount of suspense and thrillingness that I needed in a novel. Like, it gave me what I needed. Again, I feel like it was a good story. It's not something that I would personally, it's because I'm really just trying to calm down on how many books that I'm buying, but I think it's a good story. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. It's just not something I would buy to add to my shelf at the moment. I feel like there's other mystery thrillers that I really enjoy that could do that, but I feel like this was a good balance between murder mystery and romance. So if that's something you're interested or want to get more into, I think definitely check that out. But yeah, so those are the 4 books that I read this June. Womb City was the only one on my TBR, but again, mood reader. I just want to be in the mood for what I want to read for. Otherwise, it's not enjoyable for me. But yeah, so if you have any other book recommendations based on what I've shared today, please leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, so I will see you next time. Okay, so I just finished this book and it's June 29th, so I had to add this. Legendborn, I love this novel. It's pretty much about a girl named Bree who wants to discover like what really happened with her mom. Like, you know, her mom died in a car accident, so she's trying to uncover the truth surrounding that, and she is on a journey of self-discovery, dealing with grief, dealing with other people's expectations, dealing with, you know, how people might perceive her, and how does she handle these truths that she's uncovering. It was action-packed. It was so good. I kid you not. This is 6 star. 6 star rating. I couldn't tell you the last book I gave a 6 star to. So I'm not even sure if that's happened yet. But this is a 6 star novel for me. To wrap up our June wrap up, this was also part of my June TBR. And if you don't have this book, go buy it. Go buy this one. Go buy the second one called Bloodmarked. And then go ahead and pre-order Oathbound. Like, that's how serious I feel about this book and this series. I love this so much. So much. It's a YA fantasy. It just eats. Go buy this book. I'm not playing with you. This is a 6 star, the first 6 star of the year, the only 6 star of the year so far. I don't know if I ever given a 6 star, but it's worth it. This is one book that I felt like I would see. I don't know if I saw a lot of hype about it, but I have seen people talk about it. I have seen this on people's bookshelves. I have some people say it was one of their favorites. And now that I finished it, I understand. I feel like if it is hyped, it deserves the hype. Okay, and I'm adding to the hype. So 6 star to wrap up our June. I love this series so much. So much. So I do have a reading vlog for this, so make sure you go check that out. Kind of see how I feel throughout. But no, this was a beautiful novel. Beautiful, beautiful. No complaints. Just perfection in a novel. It's right here. So yeah.